Hi friends. Um, Thank you so much for joining me today. It's workout, I think 29. Whoa, it's almost up to 30. It's always so nice to have you join me in the workout. I hope you're staying healthy, happy, and well, and same with your family. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get a good workout, have some fun, and thanks again for joining. Hello. All right, let's get started. Cross your arms and exhale. Just getting some big movements of the arms under the right breath. Inhale and exhale. And ground your feet and take over to one side and the other. Just getting that side to stretch and the other side and side. Now go forward. Here we go. Forward and forward and forward and forward. Two more. And last one. And take your shoulders, shake them out. I'm going to shake out your feet. And you're going to ground your feet. So we're going to just mobilize the cervical spine. So you can go ahead and place a couple fingers to the back of your neck. Okay, that cervical spine. You're going to feel it concaved here. So here, and just gently press, palpate there, and then just draw a little vertical line with your nose in front of you, and feel the movement there. And then go ahead and draw a circle, and then go in the opposite direction. So mobilizing that cervical spine a little bit, and back to center here. Take your head, rest it on your right shoulder. Okay, so get that upper traps. You can press the palm of your left hand out to the side, and then take your head angled down, look at a diagonal down on the floor. So get that levator. Oftentimes these are the stress muscles. When we get tense, we do this and tense those muscles. Okay, then go ahead and look up. Sternocleidomastoid here. And then back to center, other side. Directly to the side, you can press the palm down, shoulder down, and angle your head down. So this should feel really good. Get it all along the side of your neck into your upper back. And then look up, big muscle on the side, and back up here. Good. And then shake it out. Circle your shoulders a little bit more, ground your feet. I'm just going to take it to a little rotation, so get that lower back. Okay, so rotate side to side. Good. Keep your hips steady. Nice. And back to center, take your hips side to side here. So warming up those obliques. Good. And back to center here. We'll just draw a circle and opposite direction. Good. And then take your feet, go ahead and kick back with your heels. Warming up those hamstrings. Good. Good. And take that right leg around and left leg, so opening up to that hip and round and around. Let's go in the opposite direction. Here, coming back around. A little more mental work here. And here, back here. Take your left leg and suspend it. Okay. Take that femur bone and circle within that hip socket. And then reverse. Good. And hold. Knee stay steady. Steady. Lower left leg circles around. And opposite direction. And here, take your foot, circle, and reverse. A little balance work as well. And other leg here. And rotate through that hip. And reverse. Good. And hold. Lower left leg circles. Set it in motion and reverse. And hold. And that foot. Little creaking, little cracking, other direction. Good. And settle down. Shake everything out. And you take your final bounce. Let's do one more side stretch. And then release. Soften a little bit. Reach to the top corner. Reach that opposite arm. Sink that left hip down. So feel the lats stretch. And then stack and other side here. Soften. Reach to the top corner. Back arm back behind. Sinking that right hip down. And then back up. And here. Step to the top of your mat now. Out here. Take a big breath. Inhale. Open up to that chest. And exhale. Swan dive. Lengthen through your spine. Stretch to the backs of the legs. Here, all the way down. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale. Forward fold, hands onto the mat, step one foot back, other foot back into a plank. Check your form, shoulders on top of your wrist. Okay, you can drop to your knees if you want to modify. Press forward, lower down, elbows close to your sides, and then go ahead and take it into cobra, and push back, and downward facing dog right here. And step your right foot back, forward, left foot, then rise up, and forward fold, rise all the way up to standing this time, open up through your chest, and take it into prayer. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, big breath, and exhale, lengthen through your spine, and inhale, rise up, exhale, forward fold, step your left foot back, and right foot back into that plank, lower down, inhale, cobra, or if you're ready for it, upward facing dog, and exhale, push back, downward facing dog, press through your hands. Can heel toe through your feet, whatever you need to do. Feel the stretch, drop your heels down as far as you can. Open up through your back. Elbows are soft. Really lengthen through your spine. Good. And then step your left foot forward, right foot. Rise up and exhale. Lift all the way to standing. Open up through your chest. And bring your hands into prayer. Okay? Walk your feet together. Outer edges of your feet parallel. Okay? You're going to sit down into chair right away. Spine is in neutral. Okay? Back of the neck long, drop down. Squeeze your inner thighs so get those adductor muscles to fire. Maybe a little lower. Weight in your heels. Press your hands together. Feel that contraction through your upper back. Good. And hold. Press maybe a little lower. Back of the neck is long for 3 and 2 and 1. Forward fold. Go ahead and lift up through your chest and either walk or hop your feet back behind. Top of a push-up. Immediately lower down. You can always modify on your knees. Inhale, cobra, or if you're ready, upward facing dog. Open up through your chest and exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and kick your right leg back behind. Try and drop that left heel down into the mat a little further, and then softly swing that right foot. Place it between your hands. Turn your left foot out 30 degrees. Align your heels, bend your right knee, engage your core, and scoop your arms up into warrior one. Shoulders down, pinky fingers turn in. Spine in neutral. Okay. If you want to intensify, walk your feet apart a little bit more and bend that right knee a little bit more. Good. Find the power in this. Press to the outer edge of that left foot. Trying to create an arch in that left foot. So down a little lower, holding shoulders down. Nice and strong for 3 and 2 and 1. Hands down. Front foot to the back. Top of a push-up. Immediately lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Push back. Press through your hands. Lengthen through your spine. Settle into the stretch. You need to pedal your feet. Go ahead or twist, whatever you need to do. You're going to take the other leg, kick your left leg back as you drop your right heel. So you want to try and feel the stretch to the back of that right leg. And then swing that left leg forward, place it between your hands, turn your right foot out, and lift up, warrior one on the other side. Okay, neutral spine, try not to jam that lower back. Drop your hips down a little lower if you can. You can walk your feet further apart if you want to intensify. Squeeze that left glute, get that knee above that left foot. Try not to let it fall in. Nice grounding here. And breathe. A little lower if you can. Feel the inner thigh stretch as you squeeze that glute to get that knee open. A little lower if you can, nice and strong. And one more breath. And release. Front foot to knee, the back, top of a push-up, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Press through your hands, drive those heels down a little bit further. You're going to lift up onto your toes, bend your knees, look up with your hands, either walk or hop your feet to your hands. Legs together, and then go ahead and lift up. Bend your knees, place your hands on your thighs, lift up into chair here. Once again, where we were before. Press your hands a little more firmly. Drop your hips down a little lower. Squeeze those inner thighs. And hold for 4 and 3. Good job, and 2. And rise all the way up nice and strong up to the sky. And arms down. Separate your feet about hip distance. You're going to take it to a squat. So I'm going to scoot back a little bit. The roll is right here. You're going to take it to a squat here. Weight in your heels, knees chuck above your feet. So your feet are about hip distance apart. Dropping down, shoulders down. Okay, good. A little lower, nice. Maybe a little lower, good. Now try and keep the height constant. Okay? Take your arms out to the side here. We're going to take our palms, and we're going to pulse, pulse, pulse. Hey, you want to try and really engage that core. Keep that belly pulled in so that you have no movement in your torso, just pulsing. Good. Now palms down, pulse down, down. Keep those hips low, try not to rise. Pulse, pulse, nice and steady pulsing. Good. And pulse to the back, back, back. Nice and firmly without letting your torso move. Good. Keep those hips low for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Palms up, pop, 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 pop. Good. And pulse, and pulse. Legs on fire, those quads for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Don't rest yet, arms out to the side. Okay, keep your hips steady. You're just gonna rotate to one side, draw that shoulder back. Okay, entire upper torso rotates. And other side, keep your spine in neutral. Don't let your hips shift. Good. And other side, neck nice and soft. One more set, so go left, right. Draw that shoulder back. Good, and other side. Woo! And back to center. And rise all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Walk or hop your feet back behind, top of a push-up, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing back, pressing through your hands. Hands are spread out wide. Draw the heels back. Good. Okay. Ground your left, kick your right leg back behind now. Feel that stretch as you press through your hands. Swing that right foot through. Place it between your hands. Turn your left foot up. Bend through your right knee and rise up. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Good. Nice horizontal line. If you want to, you can scoot your feet further apart and drop your hips down a little lower. Okay, wherever you're at, stay there. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Reach to the back of the room. Get that side stretch, working the legs as you do so. And then take it to side angle. Reaching that left arm. Get that reach. Keeping that shoulder down, though. Try not to do this. Okay, down. Good. Okay, hang here or free that right arm and hold. Good. Take one more breath. Cartwheel the arms through, top of a push-up, immediately lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, push back. Lengthen through your spine, kick your left leg high. And swing it through, place it between your hands. Turn your right foot out 30 degrees, bend your knee, and rise up. Right here, good. Press to the outer edge of that foot. Nice and strong. Warrior 2. Squeeze that glute. Feel the opening into that left hip. Left palm up. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior 2. Reach to the back of the room. And side angle here. Okay. Or here. And hold. Feel the strength in your legs. Reach to your fingertips. Good. One more breath. Good. Cartwheel the arms to top of a push-up, lower down. Crocodile. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Open up to that chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push back. Nice big stretch here. Again, heel toe, shift side to side. Okay. Walk your legs together and bend your knees here. You're going to rotate your hips to one side. Get those lats to stretch. And then the other side. And then back to center. Onto your knees. Hands under your shoulders. Hips on over your knees. Now I want you to think about placing your spine in neutral. So neutral, you have that natural curve in your lumbar spine. Head in line with your shoulders, in line with your hips. Okay, keep that neutral spine, okay? So I don't want you to flex your spine for this. I want you to keep your spine in neutral. Take your right arm, left leg, and reach out in spinal balance. Okay, keeping that spine in neutral, you're gonna bring your knee in, tap that thigh, and then reach. Okay, so keep going. Bring it in and reach. What I don't want you to do is round through your spine. Okay, so this is a little different. I want you to keep your spine in neutral. So pull it in. So really have to engage that core to do this. And pull it in. Spine stays in neutral. and back. If you want to make it a little more challenging, you can make a fist with that right hand and pull it in and actually press against that thigh. That left shoulder supporting, staying stable, and spine is in neutral. And extend and pull it in. Spine in neutral. Can't emphasize enough. 2 more. And reach 1 more time. Pull it in. And reach and hold, hold, hold. Hey, just in line with the mat, leg and arm, or if you want to, bring it at a diagonal and hold. Arm, leg at a diagonal and hold. For 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. In line with the mat and lower it down. Other side. So left arm, right leg, reach up. Nice spinal balance here. Check for that neutral spine. Slight arch in that lower back, back of the neck long. And here we go. Bring that leg in. Spine stays in neutral. And reach. Don't worry if you don't tap, you're not able to tap that thigh. That's fine. I want you to maintain that neutral spine. Okay? That's the hard part. And again, pull it in. Spine in neutral, neutral, neutral. And then extend. Let's go 3 more. Pull it in. If you want to, you can make a fist with that left hand. Find that tension. Push against that thigh. And extend. 1 more. Pull it in. And extend. Great job. Hold here or at that diagonal. Nice and strong. You got this. Here we go. 1 more deep breath. In line and lower down. You're going to walk your knees back behind or hands forward. We're going to take it into a plank. So on your forearms, lower your hips down here. Okay. Just going to go for a little endurance. I'm going to hold it for a while. So here, shoulders on top of your elbows, hips down, or if you want, take it to your toes. Okay. Or if you want, you can lift 1 leg up. Okay, you decide. So toes, knees, 1 leg up. Okay, go. Whew. Strong. Shoulder blades apart, neck nice and loose though. Belly pulled in. Woo. That core is engaged. Working, getting stronger. Shoulders. Woo. Nice. Good. Good. Beautiful. Let's go. Hey, now if you have 1 leg lifted, ready? Switch sides, halfway point. Ah, good. Just as strong. Holding it there. Ah, back of the neck long. Belly in. Working that core. Everything. Shoulders. Nice. Good. You got this. Let's go for about 10 more seconds. Breathe. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and lower down. Good. Go ahead and settle back. Separate your knees and settle your torso between your knees. Forehead on the mat or by your side. And go ahead and press forward. Place your belly onto the mat. We're going to work the back now. So we're going to keep the legs on the mat. So flip your feet flat. Arms by your side. Upper body lifts forward and up here, or arms are lifted. And just hold in this back extension. If you want more intensity, hands behind your head and hold. Keep that belly pulled in toward your spine though. No pain, no strain. Belly pulled in, engage that core. Okay, so remember, you can place your hands down to modify. Arms out by your side on the floor or lifted, or hands behind your head. Holding for another 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down the forehead to the back of your hands. And then take 1 leg lift up and down. Left leg lifts up and down. Working that glute, keeping that spine in neutral. I'm going to squeeze through that gluteal, that butt cheek. Other side. And down. And switch. And down. And lift. And down. Let's go for 2 more sets. Up and down, other side. 1 more. And switch. And lower down here. Good. Roll over onto your side, onto your forearm. Okay. We're going to do some side plank. I want you to keep some tone in that bottom waist. Just going to lift up here, here, or here, or if you want, you can stack your feet, lift here. You want to keep a nice line here. Try not to let your head fall or lift too high. Just going to hold. Okay, check that your shoulder is above your elbow. Nice vertical line if you have that arm extended. Okay, here if you want to intensify some more, take that top leg and lift. Okay, good. Nice and strong. Hang in there. Belly is in. Core is engaged. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and lower back down. You can extend that bottom arm long. Left hand or top hand arm in front of your belly. Take your legs and lift up. Squeeze your inner thighs. Feel the contraction in those obliques, the quadratus lumborum here on the side. And just hold, squeezing those legs together. If you want to intensify, take your upper arm and upper body lift up. Further intensity and to intensify, lift that top arm up and hold. Good, nice and strong. Make sure that shoulder is away from the ear, okay? Good. And breathe. Nice. Now if you want to, take that top leg and lift. Good. Working that outer thigh a little bit more. Holding strong, balancing. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Beautiful. And 1. Lower back down. Ooh, roll onto your back now. Okay. You're going to extend one leg long. Here. Place your spine in neutral. You want to check a little arch in that lumbar spine. You should be able to glide a finger or two between your lower back and the mat. Okay, so keep that neutral spine. You can keep your fingers there or by your side. You're going to take your upper body and lift up toward the ceiling, keeping that neutral spine. Okay, you want to keep that neutral spine hold. If you start to straighten in your neck, you can drop your chin down just slightly and hold. So working the front of the abdominal wall, front of the core, as you hold this lift. Okay, if you can keep your spine in neutral, you can even extend your arms, okay, for a little more challenge. But keep that neutral spine. Good. Okay. Just soften through that neck. Try not to take tension there. And hold. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and lower back down. Roll over to your side. You're going to swing your legs around. Okay, same thing on the other side. So that forearm on your knees. Side plank here, or stacked feet. Good. Lifted through that bottom waist. Nice neutral spine. Head and leg of your spine. All those checks. And hold strong that left shoulder, bottom shoulder. Hold. Good. And of course, if you want, take that top leg and lift. Woo. Nice work. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and softly lower back down on your side, feet flexed, and lift your legs up. Okay, squeeze those legs together to start here. Then if you want upper body lifts, drop that left shoulder, bottom shoulder. Okay, try not to let it rise up. If you want, top arm up. Good. Nice. If you want, you can add a little outer thigh work. Whew. Good. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6, 5. You got 4, 3 and 2 and 1 and take it back down. Roll onto your back. The other side. Extend one leg, spine neutral. Lift your head up, hold. Belly is in. Okay, good. That neutral spine if you want. Arms out to the side, keeping that neutral spine. And hold. Good job. Whew. And tilt that chin down if it's starting to fatigue in your neck. Good. Nice. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower back down. Okay. Then from here, let's roll around onto our bellies. We're going to do another set for the back. Okay. Arms by your side, feet flat. Take a breath. Inhale, upper body lifts. This time we're going to add the legs. So squeeze your glutes and hamstrings. Lift your arms up. Okay. Now here's the next variation. You can straddle your legs. Take your arms out. Form a Y, an X with your body. Okay. Now, here's the next challenge. Right arm, left leg, tap down, and lift. Left arm, right leg, down, and lift. In that X, down, and lift, and down. Try and maintain that perfect X. Okay, so just going down, and lift, down, and lift, down, and lift. Try not to move the opposite side of the body. Down, and lift, down, and lift. Nice. X, down, and lift. Sorry, I have that wall right here. Down, and lift, down, and lift. 2 more sets. Down, and lift. Knees straight, toes are pointed. Last set. Down, and lift. Other side. Down, and lift. Now if you form that X, bring your arms down by your side and hold. Legs are still straddled. Okay, point your toes. Okay, if you want to modify, keep your hands on the mat. And just wherever you're at, we're just going to hold nice and strong. Keep that belly pulled in. Feel that core contracted. Holding here for another 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Good job. And 1 and lower back down. Hands under your shoulders. Prop yourself up into a quadruped on all fours here. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, catch, stretch, run to that spine. Wiggle side to side. Back to center. Drop your belly down. Lift through your chest. And catch, stretch, tuck, 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 tuck. Settle that seat back. Find that stretch in that lower back. And then back. Shoulders over your wrist. And cow. Lifting through your chest. And back to neutral. Okay, go ahead and tuck your toes under. And take it back up into standing. Okay, so we're going to take it into a wide stance. So nice and wide here. Arms out to the side. And drop your hips down. You want to try and get your knees above your ankles or slightly inward. Okay, try not to have your knees go over. Okay, so here, good, and hold, nice. Shoulders drop down, hips down a little lower. You're just gonna reach side to side, so get some lateral flexion, so side, other side. Now, check your hips, no movement in your hips. Okay, so just reaching your upper body side to side. Good, side, and side, a little further, reach, other side, and reach. Going for that opposite wall. Up and up. 1 more set. Right and left. To center. Hips down if they've gone up. Take your arms down and lift. So just gentle swinging or wild swinging of your arms. Just let them go and down and lift. Now take your arms up, hold, and take it to that pulse. Okay, pulse, pulse. So a little bar work here. Pulse and pulse. Squeeze those glutes to keep those knees open wide. And pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Counting down. Let's go for 20, and 19, and 18, 17, and 16, and 15, and 14, 13, and 12, 11, and 10, and 9, and 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms out to the side. Take 1 heel lift, and other side. You want to roll through the sole of that foot, and switch, and switch. A little faster, a little more fluid. Side to side, and side. Keep your hips steady. Hips lower if you can. Side, and side, and side, and side. Hang in there. Go for 6, up, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Other side. Pop both heels up if you can, or drop them down if you need to. Arms up, and another set of pulses. Squeeze those gluteals. Woo. Pulse, and pulse, and pulse. And pulse. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You got it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Arms out to the side. Last thing. If your heels are lifted, drop them down. Everyone pop up, down and up, down and up. Good. Down and up, down and up. Nice and upright. Your torso. Stay there. And up. Working those ankles. Good. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, settle down, lift all the way up, and go ahead and take it into a forward fold. Nice work. You're going to turn your toes in slightly. Walk your feet out a little wider, and then go ahead and shift side to side. Get those inner thighs. Side to side. Woo, and breathe. And again. And last time. Back to center and just dangle down. Feel the stretch through your hamstrings and your spine. And wiggle. Then go ahead and heel to your feet. Place your hands on your thighs. Prop yourself up into a squat. Good. Take it to a little pulse of your hips, down and down and down. Weight in your heels this time, and down and down and down. Spine in neutral. Good. Down and down. A little more work. Go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Separate your feet just a little bit. Okay, a little wider than hip distance. Take your arms up. We're going to do some balance work. Okay, so we're going to lean over to one side. I'm just going to move close to the wall here. So form an X with your body, an X. Make sure that bottom knee is not locked up. Okay, keep it soft. Good. Okay, if you can, widen that X. I'm going to try to stay symmetrical. Head right in the middle of your arms, reaching. Good. Good, maybe a little bit more. Thigh work. Good. Hold. That right ankle wobbling, working hard to keep you balanced. Core working hard as well. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And up, other side. Okay. That X. Lean over. Lift that right leg with that top leg up. Okay, soften that opposite knee. And lean, lean, lean. Widen that X. Good. Yeah. Very nice. Ooh. 10, and 9, and 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Come on up. We're going to do one-legged balance work. Throw in some gluteals. So ground your right foot. Kick your left leg back behind you. Hands on your hips. I want you to think about keeping your spine in neutral. Okay, so here. You're going to hinge your upper body a little bit. Left toes down on the mat. Then lift and lower. Squeezing through that gluteal and down. And lift and lower. Bend through that supporting leg so that right knee is bent. And down. And lift. And down. Good. Lift. And down. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. Hold that lift. Now from here we're going to pulse up and up and up. So really target that glute. You want to check that it's firing. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Try and keep the weight in that right heel. Up, up, and up, and up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Okay, so wherever you're at, you're just going to hold that pose. You're going to bend that right knee, that supporting knee down, and lift, and down. So you're not straightening all the way. Down, and lift. Try and keep the weight in that heel. Okay, that gluteal work. Up, and down, and lift, and down, and lift. Let's go for 4 more. So down, and then 3 more. Down, and lift. Last 2, you got it. And lift. Last one. Down, and lift. And come on out. Shake that leg up right into the other side. So left leg grounded. Right leg back behind. Hands on your hips. Bend to that left knee. Hinge the upper body. And lift. And lower. If you need to scoot to a wall, you can. And down. Up. And down. Spine is in neutral. You're bending at that hip. Lift. And down. So tap lightly those right toes down. And lift. And down. And lift. Now check that the weight is in that left heel. Okay. And up. And down. Spine in neutral. Up. And down. Good job. Hang in there. Woo! Doing well. Up and down. Now hold that lift. Now a little pulse and pulse. So really get that gluteal up and pulse, pulse and pulse, pulse. Hang in there. Pulse and pulse. Let's go. 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Okay, hold. Find your balance. You're gonna bend that left knee down and lift. If you need to rely on a wall, I get it. And down and lift. Keep the weight in that left heel. Down and lift. Good. Woo! 5 more. Down and lift. 4 more. Let's go. And lift. Last 3. Doing well. Good. Last 1. Make it your greatest. And up and come on up. Shake out your legs. Good work. Shake out your arms. Take your legs and just open them out to the side. Good. And opposite. Coming back. Up. And 1 more set. And around here. Good. Okay, now I'm going to take it to the back of the mat. Okay, so inhale, big breath. We're going to do some Pilates push-ups. So exhale, arms down by your side, chin into your chest, and you're going to roll down through your spine. Hands on the mat. You can bend your knees if you need to, or keep them straight. You're going to walk your hands up without shifting side to side. Okay, take it to a plank. Here. Okay, we're going to work on the chest this time, so walk your hands to the outer edges of the mat. On your toes or on your knees, let's do some chest presses out. And in, and down, and up. Good. And down, and up. Now listen up, down, and up. Now hold it down here. Hover, hover, hover. Okay, if you're on your toes, one knee goes down and up. Other knee, just to make it interesting, down and up, and down, and up, down, and up. Without shifting your hips, go one more set, and down, and up. Press all the way back up. Walk your hands back to your feet, and then roll up through your spine. Good job. Inhale, big breath. And exhale, arms down by your side, chin into your chest, and roll down. This time, hands to the outer edges of the mat. We're going to start with our hands here. You can bend your knees if you need to. Walk your hands out. Just along the outer edges of the mat, so nice and wide. Back into that chest press position on your toes or your knees. Lower it down and lift. Good, down and lift. We won't do the hold this time. Down and lift. Two more. Down and lift. Last one. Down and lift. Now walk your hands back. Ooh, try not to shift side to side if you can. And then roll up through your spine. We're going to do that one more time. Okay? Even wider hands though. And exhale. Down. And roll down. Hands past the outer edges of the mat. You can bend your knees if you need to. And then you're going to walk your hands outer edges, past the outer edges of the mat. So nice wide. Throw your hands. Whew. Try not to shift the weight too much. Here. Okay? This time, we're only going to hold. So elbows out to the side and hold. Okay, you can do this on your knees if you need to. Couple things to think about. Head and neck through spine. Try and really think about pulling your shoulder blades apart. Okay, try not to wing on your knees or your toes and hold. Okay, I'll give you an end point. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7. You got 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Push up here. Good. And then walk your hands back. Woo. And then roll up through your spine. Taking it all the way up. Step to the front. And here. Turn your feet out. Okay. You're going to just drop your hips down and just hold it here in a squat, yoga squat. Okay. Press your knees out. Open up through your inner thighs. And then have a seat. Back behind you. Good. And then shake out your arms. Here. So we worked the chest a little bit. Interlace your fingers. Go ahead and open up through that chest. Excellent work. Good. You got it. Nice. Okay. Place your hands behind you. Fingertips point forward. Okay. I want you to lift up to your chest and hinge back so that you can keep a neutral spine. Okay. Good. Elbows in close. And make sure your shoulders don't hang up to your ears. Keep them pressed down. Okay. Just going to lift one leg and the other. And the other. Now start to walk your feet out. You're out, legs long, and here, okay, and here. And then walk them back. Good, and back, and back, and back. Nice. And back to where it started here, okay? Now we're going to press through our feet, and we're going to lift up through our hips here. Then straighten your elbows as much as you can, and let your head fall back. Okay, so reverse tabletop, and just hold. Good. Okay, so if this is fine with you, you can take it to the next variation. Extend one leg out and hold. Okay, so completely optional. You can keep both feet on the mat. And if you have one side, now make sure your shoulders are staying away from the ears. Don't let them creep up. Okay, stay strong. Good. Good. Pressing to that left foot to keep those hips lifted. And then lower down both feet on the mat, and everybody's going to press. Engage those glutes and hamstrings. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down. Have a seat and take your shoulders and just circle them around both directions. Take one arm in front. Stretch it out. And the other side. Good. Okay, we're going to work on our abs now. So go ahead and take it onto your back. Your feet are about hip distance apart.
Take your arms overhead, shoulders away from the ears. So fingertips are about 12 inches off the mat. Take a breath, inhale, then exhale, reach to the outsides of your thighs. And then inhale, lower down. Now I'm going to change it up. Reach your right hand to between your thighs, left hand to the other thigh on the left side. And inhale, lower down, switch. So left hand to the inner thigh, right hand to the outer. Okay, then back to center, here, and lower down. And over that left leg. And now getting those obliques and straight on. And over that right leg. Good. And then straight on. Here's the progression. Legs left, up, and down. Just your left leg lifts up, and down. And right, up, and down. And both legs, up, and down. You got it. Over that left leg, and down. Over that right leg, and down. And if you want, kick up here, and down. You can keep your knees bent if you want to. Up, and now get into that hamstring stretch. Up, and down. And you're going to cycle through that again. Up, and down. Reach past that left leg. Up, and down. Reach past that right leg. Let's go again. Go up, and down. Over that left leg. Reach, and down. Over that right, and down. And again, here, up. Now listen up. We're going to reach over that left leg and hold. So here, and here, and here, and here. Good. 3. Going to make it a little more intense. And 1. Both arms to the outside of that left leg. Up and up. So a little more oblique work. Lift and lift. If you need to support your head, go ahead. Woo. And lift and lift. Make sure your hips are grounded though, okay? So no rotation there. And lift. For 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down. Other leg up here. And pulse and pulse and pulse. So again, straddling that leg, up and up and up. Outside of that leg, lift and lift. Remember, if you need to support that head, go ahead. Working those obliques and lift and lift and lift. For 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and lower down here. Good, arms by your side. Lift up into that bridge. Up and down and up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Up and lower down. Knees into your chest. And go ahead and circle them around. Whew. Then opposite direction. Circle around. Okay. Legs up. You can pull on your legs with your against your your thighs or your hamstring area, or wrap your fingers around your big toes and allow your knees to fall to the mat and happy baby, or get to a straddle. And breathe. And then extend your left leg, bring your right leg into your chest. Couple tugs. Then bring that left leg over to the left side. Turn your head to the right, or your upper body to the right. Feel that spinal rotation, that stretch in your lower back. Stretch in your glute and outer thigh as well. And breathe. Good. Then let's roll completely over onto our side. Grab onto that foot or ankle. Tuck your tailbone under. You want to stretch out through that quad. Hip flexor on that right leg. Good. Nice. All right, back onto your back. Let's do the other side. Extend your right leg. Bring your left knee into your chest. A couple tugs. Breathe. Bring that left leg over. Turn your upper body to the other side. And use your right hand to facilitate that twist. Breathe. Nice work. Then roll over onto your right side. Grab onto that left foot or ankle. Tuck your tailbone under. Stretch out that quad and hip flexor. Breathe. And then bring both knees forward. Go ahead and push yourself up. And then come to face the front of the room. Soles of the feet together. Hinge forward and press those knees away. So another inner thigh stretch, but maybe this time you'll feel it maybe in your glutes or outer thighs. extend your right leg. Okay, take a big breath. Inhale, right hand down over that leg. Take your left arm, reach overhead as you press that left hip into the mat. Should feel really good. Really feel the opening for the side of your torso. And then lower down. Take that right arm, swing overhead, press your hips forward. Feel that hip flexor stretch again, your belly, your chest. Whew. And then back down. Let's switch sides. Oh, sorry. One more thing. You're gonna twist left hand to the outside of that right thigh. Maybe here, maybe it's reaching to that toe, right arm back behind. That rotation. And back up. Let's switch to the other side. Inhale, big breath. Left arm down, right arm reaches overhead. Nice side stretch. With each exhalation, try and dip down a little lower. Right hand by your hip, sweep that left arm around, press your hips forward. Strong in that right arm shoulder. Press forward, open up to that hip, your belly, your chest. And then lower back down, good. Swivel over, right arm reaches over to the left. And fold over that left leg as much as you can. Maybe it's here for today, that's fine. Maybe it's a little lower. Maybe it's all the way down. Breathe and come on up. Good. Cross your legs. Shake up your shoulders, shake up your arms, your hands, your wrists, everything. Hit to your right shoulder. Little nod if you want to. Rotation if you need to. Just find the tight areas over to the other side. Nod, rotation if you want to. Good. And then hang out to the front, hands to the back of your head and gently press. And come on up, look over your right shoulder, and left, and right, and left. Good. Okay. I'm going to finish off with 2 big breaths. First exhalation, as always. Let it out. Let out a sigh if you want to. Anything that needs to be released. Okay, so inhale, big breath. And exhale. Only fresh, good, energizing air. Inhale, bring your hands together and slowly lower your hands to heart center. Round here. And we say,